Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we have everybody's favorite guest. Out of all the guests we have and all the regulars, it's just David. Oh, we love all our regulars, don't we? You guys really weigh in on that. Some of you like Amir the best, some of you like Sarah the best, some of you like Patrick and Paul the best. Melissa Rivers. Who else is our regular? We have a lot of regulars. Just David here today on a Saturday, right? Sorry, I'm drinking some water. Just went on my morning walk. I just saw a bunch of deer and a bunch of ducks crossing the road, only in Sag Harbor. And like these ducks, it was our, I don't know what it was. I think it was ducks. I took a video. They were just taking their time. The cars stopped. I'm like, girl, if this were New York City, these poor things would have been demolished. But we don't want any animal cruelty here today on a Saturday. We got a lot of real life stuff to talk about. This Denise, I still have to say, the thing with Denise and Aaron to me is the equivalent. I'm gonna I sound like a broken record of Erica and Tom in the sense that every day, like I'm gonna recap and bring us up to speed of where we last left off because where we last left off in a few days is not where we are now. This thing is just not stopping. Man, it goes from like together to like really war in 2 seconds. Anyway, before we get there, and I want to talk about some other real life things. I want to talk about Junior G, my friend Junior G across the river, Miss Giudice. But I want to talk about the Valley. It ended, we had a Zen party and it ended anything but Zen. What did you guys think? I think this was a good season. Watching this episode, knowing Jax wasn't coming back and kind of wrapping everything up, and we have a three-part reunion. I'm starting to think like I think Danny and Nia will definitely be back. The only people I could see leaving are Jasmine, Jason, and Janet, but I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Could they be bringing everybody back? I really, truly, from the bottom of my little black heart hope that they don't bring everyone back. It's not a bad show. It just needs that season three. Bring in Hannah, bring in Paige like they did to Summer House in season three, and just change the show. Just make some tweaks. It's a good show. I really hope they don't bring everybody back. I'm starting to have a really weird feeling, other than Jax. I don't know. Still too many people for me, right? But let's do a very quick recap of the finale. Did everyone watch it? I'm okay with it being over. I mean, and also let me just say, watching this season and watching this finale, I really feel, I mean, look, I love what Brittany said about, like when you date someone or you're friends with someone or whatever, and you just think they're hot, you think they're great. If you're friends, you just think, wow. And then when it's over, like, I mean, I could think of many people I've had falling outs within the public eye, and it's like you look back and you're like, wow, like what was I thinking, right? Like this person is just a miserable fuck, like just an unhappy person. So I love when Brittany is just saying she comes to the realization and she used to think Jax was so hot, and then she's looking at him and she's just so repulsed by his sweat glands and whatever else she said. Yes, his pores. We've all been there, Brittany, right? Not even physical, but just where you look at someone, you're like, God, I'm so just disgusted by you now. So love that. I thought like as this ended that she really is done with him. Like, good for the producers. Good for the producers for knowing that, you know, knowing that we did this with Ariana and Tom. It didn't work. We did this with Melissa and Teresa. It didn't work. So good for 23 flavors and evolution. Like good for them for realizing we've been down this road before. Most close to home, Tom and Ariana, and we're just not doing it again. These two will not speak next season. It will be all about Jackson and Brittany, and we just can't have that. And if you think about it, I mean, Brittany did nothing wrong. No, I don't really love her all the time, but that coupled again, I stand by all the legal stuff is really why Jax is gone. It just, if something happened, it would have been just would have been too big to recover from. I mean, do I think Jax? I mean, he was on Villains. Do I think he could get Traitors? Yeah, I don't think he's banned by the network, and maybe he'll be back one day. Um, Happy he's leaving. It does need a change, as I said. Also watching this finale, I thought of Vicky, I thought of Dorinda, I thought of Lisa Rinna. Each in their final seasons, when you suck the life out of a show and it's all about you. That's final season with Dorinda. She just every scene was her making Tinsley cry. And Rinna, who I love, it was all about Rinna. And same thing with Vicky. This is my show. This is my show. When it really becomes about you, you're gone because it is an ensemble show. Except for Sirens, shame on you. And you've learned. You have learned. What they did with Teresa in New Jersey is a lesson in what never to do again in television. I'm not saying that. I think they know that. I think they know that. That is the one exception. Say what you want about Kyle. It ain't all about her. Yeah, it's her show. She's number one on the call sheet. She's producer, blah, blah, blah. It's still an ensemble when the cameras roll. So, other than Teresa, it doesn't work. And I think that's also why they got rid of Jax. But really, I think it's illegal stuff. So, uh, we start out, we have this scene with Janet and Lala and Brittany and Michelle. I don't know, stepping away from this episode too, we had Lala there, we had Sheena there. Um, Sandoval, okay, is not there. Schwartz, I don't know. I guess I could see a world in which it is Sheena and Lala that are brought onto this cast. I could see it. I'm starting to see that now. Lots of you don't like that idea. I still think Sheena would be the most likely. No, Sheena barely spoke. She's just standing there. But for all we know, she spoke a lot and it was just edited out. I don't know. I still think let's get some newbies, but I'm starting to think about. We have this scene with Lala and Sosa, and Lala's like, your group is messy. The one thing I took away from this scene is when Brittany says, "Oh, Janet, they hate you," when they're talking about Hawaii, and then Janet is pleading her case, and she's saying like, "Oh God, Kristen said she was gonna fight me. I would love for her to fight me. I'd love for her to be in jail and for them to take that wedding ring and put it in a little plastic bag." First of all, I was thinking, Janet, girl, this ain't gonna make your life easier. You're getting the death threats and all that, and it never should lead to that. But we, the people, these people listening, all my wonderful ropers, you guys love KD, you love Miss Doty, and you hate Janet already. Having Janet say she wants Kristen in jail after she punches her and to have them take the wedding ring away and jiggle it in a little plastic bag, that ain't going to help your case, Janet, in the court of public opinion. But what I took away is Brittany is sitting there laughing. Like, are you laughing at KD?